Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Isn't it beautiful? The colors of the fall, one of my favorite seasons, as a matter of fact. So, what do I have for you today? I think the main topic for today should be, because today is the day when we have officially the beginning of 3 days of the BRICS summit in Kazan, the city of Kazan, which is the capital of Tatarstan. It's a very interesting area. The place I have not visited yet, definitely on my list of places to go. And I want to start with BRICS, what is expected there, some statements from the diplomats from the Russian Federation, and then we will go to Dmitry Medvedev's response to what Donald Trump has said in the interview with, what was this, let me see, Wall Street Journal, yes. So Medvedev's words and Peskov, who is the spokesperson for Kremlin, reacting to Trump's comments, okay? But let's start with BRICS. This is actually also the topic that I discussed yesterday during my live stream with Tom Luongo. He was for the first time guest on my channel. If you're interested in it, check it out. And let me just get to the right page in my little old school notebook. Okay, so this is from TASS. Actually, it was posted yesterday on the 21st of October. Today we have 22nd. Who is going to meet with Putin during those 3 days in Kazan? Putin to meet with Erdogan, Xi Jinping, Modi, Abbas, Guterres, and there's more officials from different countries. So let me read you. Russian President Vladimir Putin intends to hold meetings with India's Prime Minister Modi, President Xi Jinping. I'm sure I didn't pronounce it the right way. I have some Chinese viewers, so sorry for that. Turkey's President Erdogan, Palestinian President Abbas, and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Those meetings will be on the sidelines of the BRICS summit in Kazan. The series of talks will begin on October 22nd, that is today, with a meeting with the new development bank. President of this bank is Dilma Rousseff, followed by a meeting with Modi. So Modi today, and then later we have South African president as well. Also, talks are planned with Xi Jinping and the president of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. I think I said it the right way. Several working meetings are due on the second day, so tomorrow, after the narrow and extended meetings, there will be a conversation between Putin and the President of the Republic of Iran and the President of the Republic of Turkey. Then Putin will meet with Prime Minister of Ethiopia, and on the third day of the summit, Putin is scheduled to meet with the President of Laos and Mauritian president as well, and also Bolivian president. So many meetings, huh? Then there will be a meeting with Guterres and the president of Vietnam, Prime Minister of Vietnam as well. So can I just tell you before I go to the second article that is quite good as well, what happened to President of Brazil? There was some head injury. You know, when I read that news that he's not going to attend these meetings in Kazan, BRICS meetings. As you know, Brazil is the B for BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. I'm thinking, kind of like a Scholz. Something happened to Scholz's eye during jogging in the park. I don't know if this is just incident. You know, when you see those things, you start to think that everything happened not just by a coincidence, but by intention. It's just my way of thinking. Maybe I'm overly sensitive, but I'm sure I'm not the only one here. So now from African News, this is the English version of African News. Yuri Ushakov, who is a former ambassador of the Russian Federation to the United States, mentioned that Putin is expected to conduct approximately 20 bilateral meetings at the summit. That might become, this summit, the largest foreign policy event ever hosted in Russia. And I think I'm going to use this for the title of this video because I didn't know it. If this is the case, this is historical event, the largest foreign policy event ever hosted in Russia. So this is coming from Ushakov, and now we have Alexander Gabuyev, who is the director of the Carnegie Russia Eurasia Center, and he states that Russia aims to create a platform where it can trade with its partners without the concern of sanctions. Quoting now Alexander Gabuyev, the Russian idea is that if you create a platform on which there is only China, Russia, India and Brazil and Saudi Arabia, many countries that are vital partners for the United States, the US will not be ready to go after this platform and sanction it. So Russia will have a lot of breathing space. And I think that the West is working behind the closed doors also with these countries, trying to discourage them from deeper integration. Very good point. For Putin, the summit is important personally because it shows the failure of Western efforts to isolate him. And Gabuyev also suggests that the Kremlin aims to project a united front with its international allies while facing ongoing tensions with the West. So now, because I think we all kind of wonder what's going to happen with the financial systems after that BRICS meeting, and I came across an article that gives a little hint here, so maybe it's not going to be such a big flip as we are expecting in the financial sector. I mean, it's going to be, but not that drastic, because from today, 22nd of October, developments on payment mechanism expected in BRICS. And those are the statements from the Russian Foreign Ministry. So they are expecting those developments on the payment mechanism. However, no huge leap forward should be expected. And this is coming from Sergei Rybakov. Let me tell you who he is. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister. So, significant developments in respect of mutual payment mechanism in BRICS countries can be expected after the summit in Kazan, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rybakov said in an interview with Serbian newspaper Politika. That's how we say in Polish too. About politics, we say Politika. Posted on the website of the Russian Federation Foreign Ministry. Now, quoting this Deputy Foreign Minister, he says, "I believe everyone will see important developments in this area in conclusion of the summit in Kazan. As Chinese friends say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single small step. I think we will make a not very small first step. However, no huge leap forward should be expected. This is likely to be an evolutionary process because BRICS is working on the consensus basis. There is a long way from gradual transition from payments in the national currencies to creation of a single BRICS currency." So again, it's a process of transformation and transitioning. So we see guys how it goes. Yesterday during my live stream with Tom Luongo, I've asked him about gold revaluation. And he said something that actually makes sense, that gold is being constantly evaluated. Like the new price is not being announced at once, but the new price is being shown in the process of this, right? So this actually makes sense, because I think that's what's going to be the case, a gradual journey of changes. I was expecting something different, to be honest, kind of like a big statement, this is it, now we have this, and it's going to affect the dollar, the euro, and everything else. But we see. Now let's go to Trump. What Trump has said. Trump has said in an interview last week that he had with the Wall Street Journal this. And actually, I think I've heard him saying this during one of the rallies. He said this apparently when he was interacting with Putin. That's what Trump said. Vladimir, if you go after Ukraine, I am going to hit you so hard you are not even going to believe it. I am going to hit you right in the middle of freaking Moscow. We are friends. I don't want to do it, but I have no choice. So when he said it, I was a little bit like, I don't think this actually was said. So here, this is described, that he described this reaction coming from Putin after this to his warning while recounting this conversation. And he said that Putin was in disbelief, but he responded with unwavering certainty. So here we have the Russian Security Council deputy chairman, you know who just gives the punches below the belt. And if he would be the president of Russia, I think this whole thing would be completely differently executed. Dmitry Medvedev responded to those words on X, you know, previously known as Twitter, and he said, "Your freaking Washington will get hit too." You know, Medvedev, right? So here is the full statement from Medvedev's post. Trump got carried away. Did he really talk about hitting freaking Moscow? Of course not. He is generally smooth as silk negotiations, and there is only one answer to such words. Your freaking Washington will get hit too. In general, our relationship with him is quite warm. And then he put the emoticon, you know, like the face that is crying from laughing, that one. But earlier, yesterday, on Monday, Dmitry Peskov, who is Kremlin spokesperson, refused to disclose the content of Putin's talks with leaders of other countries. So I guess he was asked about, has this been really the conversation between Trump and Putin? And he said, Peskov, we continue to prefer maintaining a very responsible stance in terms of not making public the conversations that are held at the highest level. Unfortunately for us, a number of leaders do not adhere to this stance. I don't know if I said this word correctly, ADHERE, to this stance, and do not maintain media hygiene, media hygiene, that's a good one, regarding this issue. But this is on their own conscience. US politicians have resorted to making numerous heated statements ahead of the November 5th presidential election in the country, particularly in the final stage of their election campaigns. And so that's the case. That's how Russia responds. And I'm gonna end this video with the comment of the day, which is very short, but very good and very much on point, from Randall Kortz, who says, I hope Kazan has excellent security. Isn't it the case? It's such a good comment. But think about it, all those leaders there gathering in that area, the key players for the future of the world, truly they are. Because it's a shift, a big shift. So imagine what level of security has to be there. And we will end this video here, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for giving me your time and energy and focus. If the video brings you any value, please hit this like, it's free of charge. It helps my channel a lot. And if you keep returning to my channel but you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It also is free of charge and it helps my channel to grow, and I appreciate it very much. And with this being said, all the links to the articles that I read you, there's actually a video as well, I will attach down below in the description box. To those of you who would choose to support my channel and my work financially, you can do it by becoming a member on Patreon, or locals, or by donating on PayPal as well, if you choose to, only if you choose to. And of course, you can order my book about Ukraine, covering Ukraine. The Scott Ritter interviews through the eyes of Anya Kay that I collaborated on with Scott Ritter. The link is as well to the publisher and Amazon down below, and the ebook version, and also in the paperback. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't followed me yet, and that's it. You have my products too. I mean, all this spiel. Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge, and we are saving humanity, and I cannot get over those beautiful colors all over me. Isn't it gorgeous? One of my favorite seasons, truly is. Bye guys, see you in another video.